Welcome everyone to yesterday's NBA news from the 6th of September 2024. Thank you to my mother, who is the best person I know, for reminding me that I've been saying August. So, my biggest fan for real. Anyway, let's get into it straight up. We'll be talking about NBA, WNBA as always. The Grizzlies signed Mauzinha Pereira to a training camp contract. He had a monster poster at the Olympics on Rudy Gobert and had an impressive Olympics run, so he gets a chance with the Grizzlies. Why not for the Grizzlies, right? Next up, we have the Kings G League team hiring Quinton Crawford, who is 33-year-old head coach now for the G League Kings team, which is the Stockton Kings, I'm pretty sure. And he already has 7 NBA seasons as an assistant, which is really impressive. And he was a part of the LA Lakers 2020 championship team as an assistant. And lastly, he was in Phoenix as an assistant last year. Then Tristan Thompson is returning to the Cavaliers on a 1-year deal. Veteran presence for a championship ready roster, quote unquote. I don't know if they really are, but they certainly are acting like it, and I do think they do have a chance, because I do think they match up pretty well with the Boston Celtics when healthy. Jared Vanderbilt may not be ready for Lakers training camp, which is odd and really sad for him and his health long-term wise, and it just is what it is, unfortunately, for him. I hope he can be ready for them, because, I mean, it's been really rough for him the last year, so... And that would also be a huge loss for the Lakers, no doubt about it. But let's get into the WNBA. We had 4 games, which was obviously really awesome. And first of all, let me talk about the Chicago Sky beating the Los Angeles Sparks 92-78. Kennedy Carter was finally back, and she obviously was really great for them. She had some highlight plays, and it opened up the space for everyone else. No Dana Evans minutes also for the Sky, which looked huge. And Angel Reese at 24 and 12 on 9 of 15 shooting, her best game in a while, probably since the break, one of her best games overall, and she was awesome. Camila Cardoso was really awesome, she had 5 blocks, she's been awesome, and the Sky obviously keeping hopes alive for the last playoff spot, which they will be most likely fighting against the Atlanta Dream for, as the Los Angeles Sparks are now officially eliminated from the playoffs, obviously. Paige Becker's probably the biggest prize of this draft, so they'll have a high chance of getting her. Maybe, maybe not. Next up, we have the Lynx. Minnesota Lynx beat the Indiana Fever in a obviously highlight matchup today. 99-88. Bridget Carleton had an incredible fourth quarter with her 4 3-pointers, I'm pretty sure that was, which essentially ended the game in the fourth quarter, obviously, in crunch time. And the Lynx were able to match the 3-point shooting of the Fever, which was huge. They also had 25 assists to just 10 turnovers, which was huge. They really took great care of the ball, created good looks, played honest, good defense, and obviously Caitlin, Kelsey, Mitchell, Angel, Alia Boston made some incredibly tough shots, but they made it tough on them. And I mean, the Fever will be dangerous, but the Lynx also are really dangerous, and they're one of the top 3 teams in the league. Without a question, they've been playing awesome, and they get a really great win in Indiana, which is fucking awesome. Next up, we have the Dream, the Atlanta Dream, beating the Dallas Wings 107-96 in overtime. The Wings defense has not been impressive, for whatever reason that is. They've just not been great. While on the Dream side, Ryan Howard really let it fly. She was incredible. Tina Charles was really good. Alicia Gray was really good. And overall, just a really good performance for the Dream team in terms of, offensive performance, ball movement, and just well-balanced offensive attack, where they had, 5 players or 4 players in double digits? I'm pretty sure it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they had 5 players in double digits, and obviously 15 points was the lowest amount out of those players, if that makes sense. But obviously they ran a pretty tight rotation nonetheless, right? But all of the 5 players that started played incredible, so that's all that matters at the end of the day for them. While lastly, the Aces beat the Connecticut Sun, Las Vegas Aces, 72-67. They had a great comeback. It was a really good game for Chelsea Gray down the stretch where she hit the dagger, which was huge for her, I would say. Aja Wilson once again had some really clutch moments and clutch, obviously, buckets, which was huge and needed from her. Kelsey Plum had an incredible game, and that was huge for the Aces. They really needed her to get going. 27 points tonight on 8 of 15 shooting, while Jackie Young continues to struggle, and that's not good, obviously, overall for the Aces. It still is more so coming together. The defense was really impressive, and they grinded it out, showed some of the championship pedigree in what felt like a playoff game, and that was huge for them nonetheless. While the Connecticut Sun once again shot poorly from the 3-point line, just 3 of 16 from the 3-point line. They turned the ball over 19 times, which was just bad, and they gave up some really wide open layups on the breaks, which was not good. And I also do think they should feed Breonna Jones more. Like, she seems unstoppable, and she shot 7 of 9 from the field, which is just 9 shot attempts. I feel like they could be doing more, but obviously they do stack up on her, and it's not as easy as it sounds, but I do feel like she should be, there should be more force feeding, and just, I don't know, they should just make her truly the focal point of the offense, and make sure she gets as many touches as possible. So that is that. And tonight we have just one game. Obviously, you have college football if you want that, you have the MLB if you want that, you have the final of the US Open's women's side, which will be pretty good, Jessica Pegula against Arina Sabalenka, and for the WNBA, we have just one game on a Saturday, which feels weird, but it's the Mercury against the Storm, 2 playoff teams, both struggling since the Olympic break. Should be an intriguing matchup just because of that. But I do like the Storm here. And as always, we'll be back tomorrow. Be kind to us and to others, be gentle with yourselves, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Love.